Drivers of OSR Truck Series take on the Lady in Black here on Monday night on the SRN. Hello, I'm Sean Fitz alongside producer John Long. Qualifying getting wrapped up here at Darlington for these drivers here of the OSR Truck Series, brought to you by Mosquito Ranger. Want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to the SRN. Going to bring John Long right into the booth here. We don't have a whole lot of time to waste as these drivers are getting grid up. John, good evening, and you know, we've been doing some picks each and every week. A lot of new names up front tonight. I know you've got somebody you expect to bring home the win. Who do you think that's going to be?
I'm looking at Christopher Hockley. Usually pretty good on long runs.
Christopher Hockley in that 14 machine showed a lot of speed over the last couple weeks. We watch him pretty much every night of the week here on the SRN right now. He's also running in the Radicals on Tuesdays as well. I'm going to pick the 50 truck of Wesley Gilliland. He was very quick during warm-ups. Didn't show a whole lot of patience for anybody. And I fully expect he's going to be one of the quick drivers here if he could keep this truck clean throughout tonight's event. 55 laps here at Darlington. We talk about keeping trucks clean. That's going to be really important because we've got a lot of drivers on track here tonight who are going to have to work on keeping their trucks clean. The Lady in Black is not afraid to reach out and touch anybody, including some of these drivers up front. We'll be paying close attention to that and see who's going to pick up some Darlington stripes tonight here on the SRN. John Chappell on the front row. Cullen Farley qualified second. Not gonna have a... Actually... See Cullen Farley duck it down pit road. Having internet issues tonight. The pace car's gonna be off. You're gonna see Wesley Gilliland inherit that spot. Green flag is out here at Darlington. Trying to get the running order sorted out, but we didn't have a whole lot of time. The SRN picks move up to 1-2. Hockley gets by John Chappell to take away that second spot. They head off into 3 and 4 for the first time tonight here on the SRN. Darlington, one of those tracks that's really tough to get around. It requires a lot of patience and practice. This field's gotten single filed out for the most of the top 10 so far. You see the 4 driver there of Davey Weaver utilizing the just under that white stripe to get that truck to rotate through the corner. That will not be the only time we see that happen tonight. In the meantime, Matthew Beamish starting to make a move here on John Chappell, our pole sitter tonight. Fell back to third after the start. Beamish rolling through 1 and 2, looking for an opportunity. Jason Ayerson rounding out the top 10 so far tonight. He looked quick during warm-ups. I'm sure we'll be talking about him as the night progresses. Steve Whitmore in that 70 truck. Another driver that was very fast here at Darlington during warm-ups tonight. In the meantime, Wesley Gilliland in that 50. He's gotten out front half a second over Christopher Hockley here on lap 4. Single filed out. Casey Hay is starting to work his way up into the top 10. He's currently 8th. Casey Hay, a lot of practice, or a lot of speed on road and oval here. Not a driver to shy away from. You're looking at picking a winner. And that's 7 truck. David Gilbert up high, nearly into the wall there. We talked about keeping these trucks clean through the long run tonight. Darlington stripes are are not something unheard of here. Getting a lot of information in the booth. Sorry about that. As you see, Gilbert gets under Smoller there, utilizing the lower part of the track to get by. Passing here is at a premium. You've got to do it the best way, or the only way you really can. Smoller washes up the track. J-Berg's going to take that spot away. Again, passing at a premium here tonight. Matthew Beamish still not able to make a buyer post. Little John Chappell. Beamish having a little bit of a connection issue. In the meantime, Wesley Gilliland out front by almost a second here at Darlington. Christopher Hockley currently running P2. Let's ride on board, Hockley. Let's take a ride around the Lady in Black. As you've seen by the in-car, Hockley has gotten into the wall. At one point or another, you see he had some right front damage. I'm sorry, that was John Chappell we were riding on board with some right front damage there. Get our pole sitter tonight. In the meantime, Matthew Beamish, I believe, is off the pace. And I believe he's going to have to come down pit road, having some connectivity problems as well tonight. As the top four is spread out, Steve Whitmore works his way up there to the fourth place spot. Zach Myers up to fifth. Jason Harrison, again, a driver who was really quick there, warm-ups in the top three tonight. Not the qualifying, or not the start of the race he was looking for after a solid qualifying effort. Casey Hayes up another spot up to seventh. And caution's out on the racetrack for the first time tonight as we've got Anthony Luddy spun around on the backstretch here on lap 11. Of 55. Let's go back and take a look here. Oh, it looks like he just tagged that outside wall and got looped around by himself there. He also made some contact with another driver. That was going to be Michael Buckley. Unfortunately, gonna pay the price of that miscalculation there by Luddy, as caution is out for the first time tonight. Wesley Gilliland firmly in the lead here. Chris Hockley a second, John Chappell third. Steve Whitmore, Zach Myers rounding out the top five. Looks like Timothy Likens is going to come down to take four fresh ones. TJ Wood, Gregory Smoller, David Gilbert, Rusty Arthur, and a couple of those going to hit pit road here. Tires, and as you heard as we were riding on board with John Chappell earlier, tires here are going to be a factor. These drivers do not have a tire limit tonight, and having the opportunity to put fresh Goodyears on these trucks is going to be critical to keep the grip up. Again, there's not a whole lot of passing opportunities here at Darlington, and you're trying to keep as much speed on exit around this difficult racetrack here at Darlington. Tires are going to be part of tonight's race strategy. Another call here that we want to talk about. TJ Wood, the winner of last week here at Daytona. If you watched last Monday night, he finished that race backwards, but finished and brought home the win here on the SRN. We talked to him on Wednesday night, not the way he wanted to finish, but he'll take the win nonetheless. Due to that win, he had to start At the end of the longest line tonight, before that caution had come out, he had already worked his way up to 13th out of this 27 truck field. We'll keep an eye on TJ Wood as he comes down pit road. He's going to take those 4 fresh tires. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the SRN tonight. Make sure you get connected to any of our social media platforms and our streaming platforms. That's Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. We appreciate the support. Right here on the SRN, we're going to bring you OSR Xfinity action right here from Darlington Wednesday night, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, right here on the SRN like we do each and every week. And then the Radical Racing League tomorrow night, Tuesdays, at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Wesley Gilliland in the lead. Early here at Darlington. You're watching the SRN. Yolan's going to take the high side here on the restart. Hockley underneath him. Whitmore and Chappell's going to start on the second row. As we'll go back green flag racing here on lap 17. The leader with that lane choice, it actually plays a very big role here at Darlington. Darlington being a very high line centric racetrack. You want to have as much room to make your entry and exit as possible. Gilliland on the outside. He's going to have a little bit more RPM. He certainly doesn't have to pinch the truck down with the steering angle as much as Hockley will, and he'll be able to take over that top spot here. Pace car is going to duck back down pit road. We're about to go green flag again here at Darlington. And caution's out. Trying to find out exactly what happened there. I believe... Oh, it looks like... Oh, Michael Buckley had an engine malfunction there and just comes to a stop against the wall. He had nowhere to go, and he wasn't going to get down the track in time, and caution's going to be back out here for Michael Buckley. He was involved in that contact that brought out the caution here on lap 11. Now that's going to give the front drivers an opportunity to come back down pit road, or come down pit road if they would like to second guess their options, second guess their choices here. That would put them on the same tire strategy as the drivers behind them. Timothy Likens back around 16th as the first driver to come down pit road and take tires. David Gilbert's back there. So is TJ Wood, Rusty Arthur, and a couple others, Cullen Farley. All those drivers elected to come down pit road and take tires. This is going to give Gilliland and Hockley and a couple others up front an opportunity, but there are certainly enough trucks up here for them to have enough cushion to get this race restarted and get spread back out before it becomes too much of a factor here. Again, under caution. Michael Buckley blowing up in turn 4 on the restart. We're going to step away one more time. You're watching the SRN. Pace car lights are off here. Wesley Gilliland, Chris Hockley, John Chappell, Steve Whitmore rounding out the top 4. I believe league officials have deemed it single file now as a restart. So we're going to go back green flag racing on lap 23. Nearing the halfway point of tonight's 55-lap event here at Darlington. For Ohio Sim Racing's Truck Series, brought to you by Mosquito Ranger. A very popular group of drivers here are taking on the lady in black. And green flag's gonna be back out. Gilliland gets them rolling off of turn 4. The top 5 or the top 2 to definitely get spread out quick. John Chappell, Steve Whitmore, Zach Myers in the 7. Get rolling here. Single file restart, allowing these drivers to get rolling here without a whole lot of pressure. And these drivers up front, they're on 23-lap-old tires. Half of that's been under caution. Some of those drivers out back, TJ Wood, Timothy Likens, and others, they've got fresh rubber. And they're going to be on the move here as you see Rusty Arthur. Oh, TJ Wood collects Cullen Farley. I'm sorry, that's Patrick McVicker, not TJ Wood. They get collected off of turn 4. No caution is out, though. We remain green flag racing here. Likens underneath TJ Wood through 1. Nowhere to really go. Likens scrubs up the track and avoids it. He goes well below the line. That's not going to work. Nearly gets into Rusty Arthur. They get that sorted out. In the meantime, a lot of racing here. Gregory Verlaine, Jason Netherly trying to work their way through all this. Rusty Arthur there is trying to get by. Hockley, back up front here. Was thinking side-by-side action for the lead off of 2. They get spread back out. Gilliland on the move after that. Nearly 4/10 off of 3 and 4 alone. Top 5 is unchanged. We're going to go back to the fight here in the rear. This is where all the action is right now. Again, TJ Wood started this race tonight on the back of the end of the longest line. Came down and took tires under that first caution on lap 11. He's currently up to 12th on the inside of the 1 down the back stretch. I believe that was Jason Netherly we saw get into the wall there out of turn 2. It was. John Sears gets passed by TJ Wood. Wood's 1 spot away here from the top 10. He's going to try and collect it. Goes deep into 1. Oh, the 11 gets up high into the wall. That's Daniel Winger. He was trying to avoid getting in the way of TJ Wood, I believe, there. He was able to save it. Green flag is still out here at Darlington. Rusty Arthur making a move on the 24. That's Gregory Gatorade Verlaine. Mr. Lemon Lime himself on the inside, outside of Rusty Arthur. He's going to let Rusty go. In the meantime, Netherly makes a move on the 11 truck. After he gets tangled up. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the 97 truck, as the 97 has to duck low to avoid him. The fight towards the back here started to calm down, mostly single file now. As I say that, the 7 truck's having to work his way around some lap traffic here. Again, passing's pretty difficult here for a couple of these drivers. The outside line is preferred, but that lap truck has got to find a safe place to go. There's not a whole lot of safe places to be here at Darlington. Up front, though, Wesley Gilliland on the move. He's trying to break away from Chris Hockley. Hockley is out nearly 2 seconds on third place. These two are certainly showing that they're class of the field tonight here at Darlington, as we're officially past halfway for tonight's 55 lap event for OSR Trucks, brought to you by Mosquito Ranger. If you're just getting tuned in, I'm Sean Fitz alongside producer John Long. We appreciate everybody tuning into the SRN. These two drivers are picks tonight, and they are running 1-2 right now. Hockley has shown that he's got a lot of speed in that 14 truck, not letting Gilliland break away like he did on the initial start of the race. These two drivers have yet to come down and take tires. And right now, they are the class of the field by almost 4 seconds. Harrison gets a little sideways and into the wall. They're 3 wide down the backstretch briefly. Oh, we've got a big wreck on the back. It looks like, oh, we've got several trucks involved, several sliding down the backstretch. That's Colin Farley involved, the 52 machine of Chris Couric. It's still green flag. Oh, and it looks like the 70's gonna get tagged again. Oh, and another truck gets collected. And caution is out here at Darlington. That was wild on the backstretch. Steve Whitmore involved in that in a couple different ways. Let's go back and see if we can take a look at the replay there and find out exactly what happened. Whitmore's on the bottom of the track, out of the racing groove. Oh, and it looks like the 22 of Jay Bird comes down and collects him. Bad spot, bad timing for the 70. And he is stuck there. Colin Farley just he has nowhere to go. It's very narrow here on the racing surface at Darlington, and that's going to be end of a night for several trucks. Again, caution out for the 3rd time tonight. Wesley Gilliland, your leader on lap 35. Chris Hockley is securely in that 2nd spot. They didn't really want to see this caution. That's going to give some of these drivers with fresher tires an opportunity to make their way up front. And that they have. One of the first drivers with fresh tires, TJ Wood, is worked up to 8th right now. Several drivers come down pit road. That's Casey Hay, Jason Harrison, the 15 truck, Wesley Gilliland. This is going to bring everybody up front down pit road. Really surprised to see TJ Wood not stay out and take that opportunity. And Hockley gets off pit road first, followed by Gilliland. The 35 of John Chappell. Casey Hay, the 15. And then you see TJ Wood again. He was kind of a sitting duck there. Him coming down pit road earlier didn't do him any favors there. It was kind of a gamble, and it didn't. Got him some track position, but had to come back down. Knew he was going to be a sitting duck if he were to stay out again. Your new leader, Chris Hockley, here at Darlington. Wesley Gilliland's going to be P2. John Chappell 3rd. Casey Hay with a solid run down pit road. He's going to cycle out in the top 5. As Jordan Hack up front ended up staying out. I'm sure he's been down pit road twice. He's been involved in a couple of incidents here at Darlington tonight. But he's going to stay out. And he is on the lead lap, and right now he has scored our leader. We'll see if he decides to duck down pit road or what he elects to do. And while we wait for that, we're going to go ahead and step away for another moment here on the SRN. We'll bring you back with green flag action right after this. Jordan Hack and Chris Hockley up front, 1-2. Jordan picking that bottom row. Wesley Gill and John Chappell in the second row there. We'll see who's able to get a better jump here. Hockley is going to have the preferred line and the best tire set up front. But Jordan in that 97 truck controls the restart here at Darlington. Who's going to be able to get it rolling better? We're going to find out as the closing laps are upon us here for Monday night truck action on the SRN for Ohio Sim Racing. Field gets bunched up and the green flag is back out. Jordan gets rolling and gets clear of Hockley. Corner entry speed here is going to be critical. Hockley is going to maintain that outside line. You got to bet he was real cautious through there. Jordan, on the other hand, gets a little loose. Hockley's going to pass him on the inside. Not going to get clear of him just yet. They're side by side through 3 and 4. Jordan's going to try and hang on, but Hockley is going to did not quite get clear of him. In the meantime, there's a fight for second place. And there it is. Hockley finally gets clear of our leader, new leader, Chris Hockley. We talked about him earlier tonight. TJ Wood was going to be fast. And he is on the move here. Welcome to the top 5. Wesley Gilliland getting caught up in a little bit of traffic. Jordan Hack trying to slow down his parachute there through the field. Gilliland is underneath him now. Nearly getting to the door. That was tight. Jordan gets into the wall. That's going to let everybody by on the backstretch. Wesley Gilliland off the pace a little bit. Ever since losing that lead. Now that he's got a little bit of room to work here, let's see what he can do as John Chappell moved up to second place. But your leader, Chris Hockley, is checked out 0.8 of a second. And TJ Wood underneath Gilliland. Oh, they get turned on the backstretch. Gilliland, TJ Wood involved. And caution is out here at Darlington once again. Let's go back and take a look at the replay. Producer John is calling netcode. You see Gilliland get into the wall a little bit there. That gives Wood the opportunity to get alongside of him. Oh, that's just tight racing here at Darlington. And the 7 truck of Zach Myers is going to be involved in that as well. And caution is out once again here. The lady in black strikes again in the 7 truck of Zach Myers. He's got some terminal damage. That'll probably be the end of his night tonight. And through all of that, Casey Hay was able to work his way up to 3rd. Get into the top 5. Christopher Hockley, though, he is thankful he worked his way up to the lead. They're going to go green flag racing with about 7 to go. Hockley's going to be in a good spot with fresh tires. Casey Hay is going to be in 3rd. John Chappell 2nd. Wesley Gilliland, one of the SRN picks tonight, or the other SRN pick tonight, has fallen back to 4th there. Just not gotten the best runs and not the cleanest runs, as you see the right front of that 50 truck of Wesley Gilliland. He's got some damage on the front end of that machine. See what he's able to overcome here. Aaron Meeker working his way up to the top 5 for the first time tonight. And Jordan Hack, a driver who has not pit in some time, now over 30 laps, not come down and take tires with the rest of this group. He started on the top spot when they went back green flag racing. Had to fell back after a hard-fought fight there with Hockley for about a lap or so. He's fallen back to 6th. John Sears in the 1 machine is up to 7th. George Smoller is up to 8th. A solid run for that 14 machine. Tim Likens, he's up to 9th tonight. Good run for Tim. And Lemon Lime Valet there in the top 10. Again, under caution tonight here at Darlington for OSR Trucks, brought to you by Mosquito Ranger. We appreciate them coming on board, being a title sponsor of this series. OSR Trucks Monday night. This is a very popular series. This series is it's brought a lot of people to the league, and we're super excited to see them being on board. It's been a lot of fun to cover these drivers over the last several weeks here on the SRN. You want to get involved with these drivers, you can head on over to ohiosimracing.com, or you can head on over to Facebook, do a search for Ohio Sim Racing, get connected with these drivers. Certainly not going to want to miss the next couple weeks of action here on the iRacing service and SRN. We're going to step away again here as these drivers work the caution, and the laps are slowly ticking away here. We're going to go back green flag racing with 6 or 7 to go. You're watching the SRN. Double file restart back in effect here. John Chappell on the inside, your leader. Chris Hockley on the outside. Casey Hay, Wesley Gill, and rounding out the second row. Gonna go back green flag racing here with 6 laps to go. Producer John Long picking that 14 machine to bring home the win tonight. And he gets out to a clean restart here on lap 49. Oh, big wreck on the front stretch. It looks like a couple trucks involved. That looks like that was Steve Whitmore. Rusty Arthur involved. He's got, I thought I saw some terminal smoke come from the back of that truck, though it looks like that's going to be from the 40 machine of Patrick McVicker. Let's go back and find out exactly what happened on this restart here. Oh, it looks like it happened. Looks like involving Jason Nethers, or Netherly rather. Let's go back and take a look at this one more time. You see him right here on the outside line. Or on the inside line, rather. Oh, yeah, he just turns right and comes to a stop. Not quite sure exactly what occurred there. That's almost looks like some hardware issues. Nonetheless, caution's out once again here at Darlington. This may take us into overtime. These cautions have been lasting a while here lately on the iRacing service, and Darlington's no exception to that. We have 5 laps to go. Depending on how this falls, we may have our first opportunity at a green-white checkered here at Darlington. We'll find out here. We're going to step away once again. You're watching the SRN. As we mentioned before we stepped away, overtime is going to be a possibility, and we're going to see it here on Monday Night Truck Action with OSR. Chris Hockley, your leader. Single file restart in effect. All he's got to do is hold them off for 2 laps around this historic Darlington Raceway. He's got to hold off Gillen, Shaw Chapel, Casey Hay. Aaron Meeker is back there as well. The only thing that's really going to help Hockley here is a single file restart. Who's going to take a risk and drive it in deep here at Darlington? Who's going to try to pass on that bottom line? We're going to find out. That's Chris Hockley, Wesley Gilliland. Oh, by the way, the two SRN picks are running 1-2. Green flag's back out. We're in overtime. Hockley out to a decent jump there over Gilliland. Chappell's on the move. See, Gilliland's got some rear end damage there, but Chappell's going to get washed up the track a little bit. Casey Hayes going to be there. He's not going to be able to make anything of it. In the meantime, Hockley's out front, 0.7 of a second. All he's got to do is get around this place and get that white flag. And there it is. White flag is going to be out. The next flag ends the race. John Chappell gets underneath Wesley Gilliland. Casey Hay goes around. Oh, he's able to save it. Big save by Casey Hay. He's trying to blend back into traffic. In the meantime, that 14 machine's gonna wheel around 3 and 4 one more time. He took the lead about halfway and never looked back. Chris Hockley is your winner. And big finish, or big race back here towards the end. It was nearly a 3-wide battle coming off of 4. We tried to get there as fast as we could. Wild finish tonight here at Darlington. As Chris Hockley brings it back down the front stretch. He's going to burn it down. Let's take a look at tonight's results. Hockley, your winner. John Chappell able to take away that second place. Wesley Gilliland third. Aaron Meeker, a solid run for him in fourth. Jordan Hack utilizing that tire strategy. And we called it earlier. At the beginning of the race, he was going to have an opportunity to, and somebody was going to have an opportunity to gamble, and that paid off for Hack. He's going to finish 6th. Timothy Likens is 7th, another strong run for him. Casey Hay is 8th. George Smoller 9th. TJ Wood, a disappointing finish after being fast all night tonight. Going to bring home 10th. Gregory Valade 11th. David Gilbert 12th. Cullum Farley, after involved in that incident, he's going to finish tonight 13th. Chris Kurrick 14th. Jason Harrison 15th, Jason Netherly 16th, Zach Myers, Matthew Beamish, Daniel Winger, Anthony Luddy's going to round out the top 20. We're going to get ready for some post-race coverage right here on the SRN. As Chris Hockley saluting Darlington, bringing home the win for OSR Trucks on Monday night. Getting by Wesley Gilliland is all he needed to do to bring home tonight's win, and he was able to pull it off. Producer John Long's pick of the night, Chris Hockley, congratulations on that win. That looked like a lot of fun for you tonight here at Darlington.
Thanks. Yeah, it was. This is one of my favorite tracks, I guess. It's kind of a driver's track. You got to manage your tires, and that's what I did.
Talk to us about getting around this place and trying to keep the truck clean early. These Gander Mountain trucks seem to be very sensitive to damage, and obviously the lady in black out there just lurking at any misstep, as you mentioned, a driver's track. How much was that in the back of your mind and just had to be there at the end?
I was just trying to tell myself, take it easy and be patient. Yeah, if you get into a wall here, it'll really slow your truck down. I saw Wesley bounce off a couple times getting into 3 before that caution, almost about halfway there. I think I was catching him. I wasn't trying to press the issue, but I was right up on him there, and then the caution came out and we got by him in the pits.
Chris Hockley was able to make that pass under caution, but bring home the checkered flag here tonight for the 10th week of OSR Trucks. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. I want to thank Britt and all the guys that run the Ohio Sim Racing League. I think it's the best league I've ever been in. It's really competitive. There's no politics in it. So if anybody out there is wanting to find the league, come on by. And I want to thank you guys for doing a great broadcast every week.
Thank you, Mr. Hockley. We appreciate that. And anybody interested in joining Ohio Sim Racing can go on over to their website, ohiosimracing.com. Obviously, a perfect tribute there and endorsement by our winner, Chris Hockley. We're going to step away here on the SRN tonight. Was an exciting night here at Darlington. Tomorrow night's going to be just as exciting. Daytona Radical Racing League and a lot of action right here on the SRN. And then Wednesday night, OSR brings us back here to Darlington for Xfinity action here at the Lady in Black. On behalf of producer John Long, I'm Sean Fitz. We will see you tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, right here on the SRN. Good night.